Located on one of the highest points in Warren County is a 193-acre farm that has been an orchard for over 90 years. When you visit Jackson's orchard, you'll find besides the 13,000 trees of apples, peaches, and plums, hay rides, mazes, and just plain fun.
Cut this off.
And then what are you going to do?
And I'm going to make kale with bait.
Well, we've been there 43 years. When we first started, primarily what we did was sell bushels of peaches to homeowners that go home and can and freeze peaches. That is kind of gone by the wayside. We've gone from selling by bushels down to smaller units. We found that people like to come to the farm and have a good time. They like to eat while they were here. So we started probably 25 years ago entertaining them a little bit while they were at the farm. We didn't know at that time it was agritourism. So we've gone from selling bushels of fruit to store for the winter, to have something to eat in the winter, to entertaining people. And while they're out here having a good time being entertained, they happen to buy the crop. Usually now it's in a half peck or a peck bag that they can go home and eat quick and come back next week and buy another bag. We have about 80 acres in production. About 42 or 3 of that is apples. About 25 of that is peaches. Then the balance would be primarily pumpkins, which is kind of a rotation crop for us. We sell everything we grow on the farm. We sell in this store that you see immediately behind us. We don't wholesale anything to anybody. We do make some cider for other growers in the state, but we're 100% retail business.
Mike brought my kindergarten class to Jackson Orchards today.
Why?
Jackson Orchards, we bring them here every year because it is just a great fall experience. They love to play in the pumpkin patch, and it's really interesting to see how cider is made. And the people here at Jackson's always treat us really nice whenever we bring our classes. Well, it's one thing to learn about farm and agriculture from books and in school, but when you get to go and visit a local area farm and see how important it is to our industry and what kind of products we get from it, it really sets what they're learning in a new perspective and provides some background. And it kind of really goes with our curriculum with tractors and other farm machines. So all through the year, we'll come back to remember our trip to Jackson Orchard. Okay, let's go. And when you get a snack, make sure you use the nice words. Please and. That's my kids.
The kids are our primary focus. That we hope they have a good time. They have a wagon ride around the farm. We have straw castles down here they can play at, have a corn maze. We have a pumpkin field. They can go pick their own pumpkin. So our emphasis, our direction is towards the children and them having a good time. Seeing and understand a little bit how our food is grown. They all get to pick an apple if they come on a school tour. So most of the folks anymore are city, and they don't understand where stuff comes from that they buy in a grocery store. So that's what we're trying to teach them a little bit. Last year, I was driving one of the wagons down there and helping a group of children off. It happened to be third graders. And I'd stopped the wagon and I'd gone around to the back of the wagon and I was helping the children off, and here came a mother off. And she said, "Mr. Jackson, do you remember the last time you helped me off of a wagon?" And I said, "No, I don't." She said, "I was in the third grade." We have lines of people waiting to get on the wagons, and they enjoy that. Once they get on the wagon, we try to give them a nice ride so they enjoy it. Then they get to a pumpkin patch and they can pick a pumpkin, or we have a corn maze way over in the corner. They can play in that for a while. The corn maze is free. We have a straw castle down here, which is nothing more than a room made out of straw with some little holes in it, different places that little kids can crawl through. That's all free. You can really come out and park and bring your children and spend an afternoon and not spend a dime. We have about 17 or 18 varieties of apples and about 15 or 16 varieties of peaches. The apples we start harvesting around the middle of June and we'll go until the middle of October. And there's some apple ripe all the time, primarily September and October. Obviously that's apple season. Peaches is the same thing. We start around the 20th of June and wind up the first part of September. Each peach variety you pick for about 10 days and then it's out and you start a new one. So we've staggered the varieties so that we have peaches all summer long, so a longer time to sell them. It'd be hard to sell 25 acres of peaches if they all got ripe at one time.
Say bye Jackson Orchard, maybe they'll put that.
Bye Jackson. No, I'm gonna make apple pie.
You're gonna make apple pie?
I have a daughter who's involved in it. She's running this behind us right now. I have a couple of grandsons who are showing interest in it. One's at the University of Kentucky right now. I think for all the grandchildren are the future of it. It's a fun life. It's a fun lifestyle. You're never going to get rich, but watching these kids, and there comes another bus now, we do this every day. This is what I call work.